cool.
Basically half my head shaved.
Are you a cat person or a dog person, James?
Isn't it obvious?
Dog.
I figure, yeah.
No, actually, yeah.
Are you?
Like, I really like dogs.
Yeah.
I grew up with dogs. I had 2 dogs.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up with, one was called Rags,
Yes.
and one was called Tart.
Okay.
Her name wasn't actually Tart, we called her Tart, because she kept trying to kiss everybody. She's a bit of a tart. So, Rags wasn't the dog we were meant to have. We were meant to have Rosie, but Rosie would growl at us when we were really little. You know, we didn't know.
Yeah.
You know, but Mum said Rosie growled, and then we took her back and got Rags, and he was really good looking, kind of like a mongrel, black and brown with like kind of like, you know, the dangly hair. He had like dangly hair at the back of his legs, but he wasn't, you know. Yeah, he was a good looking dog, and he liked my dad. My mum didn't give a shit about us boys much. And he used to growl like a racing car if you pissed him off. He'd never snap at you. So if he was sat on a couch and you'd annoy him, he'd be like a racing car, but he would never bite. And he didn't care. And he would never fetch a stick unless my mum threw it.
Yeah.
He would, if I threw a stick, he'd be like, fuck you. And then we got Purdy, Tart, who was like, was a dog that was given to us by a lady who was like, she was like, you know, Bella, do you want a dog? And, you know, she was like, I'm moving to an apartment where I can't have this dog, and, you know, it needs a lot of exercise because it was always running around. So we had her, called Purdy, and then she was awesome. She used to just, in the back of the garden, kind of just bark at all the birds. We had a massive garden. Like, you could play one hole of golf in the back of our garden. You know, it was really big. Yeah, and we had like a swimming pool as well. So she used to play around there all the time. And she was so excited when we got home from school, because we used to be like, we took her out, she would always wet herself. So we used to come home and make her pee.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Yeah. She was so excited to see herself at school. She just peed. Bit of a tart.
Yeah. Happened to other people you met, I'm sure.
Nah. Good dogs.
Good dogs.
Miss my dogs.
Yeah.
They've gone to doggy heaven.
Mm-hmm. Were they with you when they passed away?
No, they were with my grandparents.
Yeah. I have a dog as well. He's back with my parents now.
I was really... my dad had a lot of money when I was young.
Right.
But then there was a divorce. So when I was at the age when money actually mattered, we didn't have any.
Yeah.
But yeah. And my dad built half-size swimming pool. You know, if you actually go to like a swimming pool.
Yeah, like not an half the size of an Olympic swimming pool.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And just in our back garden.
Pretty good.
Like, because he owned a construction company, so he was just like, yeah, I built something.
Now the question is, like in England,
how much use do you get out of a fucking...
Well,
my dad's a tight twat, right? So he built a fucking half-size like swimming pool, or whatever it was. And then he's like, no, it's not going to have it heated, costs too much money. And then fills it up with a hose pipe.
Oh, wow.
Which is illegal.
Yeah, I know. I don't think he's like an entire day filling it up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah.
Do you like swimming a lot? No, particularly.
I don't care for it.
Any of your brothers?
If I could float, that'd be useful.
Will is a bit of a swimmer, isn't it?
Nah.
Not really?
No, that's a good swimming pool.
Oh. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, my dad is a really dodgy guy when he was in business.
You say that about every businessman. You said that about Sujo, and now you say that about you.
The Sujo is a dodgy cunt. Yeah. I'm not letting him rip me off as well. I'm gonna fuck off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take his money. Sujo rips everyone off. It's ridiculous. They all think he's harmless.
But that's how they get you. Beware the nice people. Yeah.
James' dad gives 6 million. No.
Let's say esports didn't exist. What would you be working in if you could choose? I remember we were having this conversation a while ago.
Like, I don't know. When I was younger, you know, I would have like said pornstar.
Right.
because I was, really into sex.
Uh huh.
You know.
They wore off.
Well, I just, it's like, gets boring when it's like, not boring, but it's just like, it's like a lot of work.
Male porn stars get paid really little.
I would get paid a lot.
You get gay then. You go gay.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you get the money.
Do all the freaky shit
Yeah.
for like
that's
extra
good.
cash.
Yeah. You don't have to go.
That
too
would have been
freaky.
15, 16-year-old me would have said that. Yeah, why not? Just
Right.
do some porn.
Be there. Put your face out there.
Yeah.
I'd be the guy everyone hates. And I'm about to finish.
Oh yeah,
and
no,
that's your
I would
office.
be a good porn star though. I wouldn't like make a lot of noises. I wouldn't make any noises. Like no one wants to hear a fucking guy make noises. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah. And I could do like, kind of Harry Potter like parodies with Severus Snape impression.
Yeah, that's true.
Hermione.
Yeah.
Told off.
You do a good on Hermione.
Oh, dude, like I was in bed with a girl and she made me talk like Severus Snape
Holy fuck.
as a kind of turn on. I had to say stuff about wands while I was just getting head. That was interesting.
That's an experience, I guess.
This is one of the boys I would bring if it's
Yeah.
Vargas ups against.
You also say you love being a trucker.
Huh?
You also say you like being a trucker.
That would actually be it, yeah.
Others as well.
I guess same reason, right? Only
Huh?
instead of in a television set, you're in a dodgy motel bathroom. But doing the same things.
Oh no, yeah. No, I'd be a really good trucker because I'm really good at driving
Right.
long distances as well.
You get the ability to zone off and just.
Yeah. Good daydream.
Did you watch the movie Drive?
Yeah.
It's right now. You'd be a good getaway driver as well.
But yeah, what else? Actor could have been fun.
Actor.
I would have liked to be bad guys in films though.
You're kind of an actor.
Bad guys.
You're kind of an actor.
Yeah. But I'd like to be really. I could do a really good bad guy.
So okay, you're right now.
No.
You're
Don't put me on the spot. This isn't a fucking audition.
no. You're right now. You're affably evil. You know what I mean? Like you're bad guy that people like. You like to be the bad guy that people hate.
Nah, I'd probably end up being the bad guy that people would like at the end of it because
Okay.
they'd be like, that guy's way cooler. He should just kill the good guy.
So like a Jamie
Good guy
Lannister.
sucks. I mean, it's like Alan Rickman in
That's true.
in Robin Hood.
Yeah.
He was way more likable
Yeah.
than
Even in
fucking-
Die Hard.
Yeah, even in Die Hard.
Even in
see?
Die Hard, he's like the main villain, and you kind of like him. Like a douche. Mingle sees the monster counts.
Um,
And
yeah, because I was really good at acting at school.
did you go to like acting?
Yeah, I did drama, but I didn't have the kind of courage when I was younger to actually do the plays
Mm-hmm.
because I was like Mr. Perfect.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
If it wasn't perfect, you wouldn't do it.
Yeah, no, it was like I was in all the sports teams. I was, dating that girl, and I was like this and that. So I was in acting, and I was way more mature. So I was doing weird stuff in the acting classes, like in terms of like grown-up stuff, and everyone was just fucking around. And then the lady who was in charge of that, you only do it for 3 years, and you have a choice if you want to do it for 2 more. She gave me a grade, and I was like, and she was like, this is the highest grade, for a boy.
Ooh, for a boy.
Yeah, because apparently
How sexist is
girls
that?
is, I don't know, yeah. I was like, thanks. Yeah, so she gave me that. I was trying to be Mr. Perfect at school. I wasn't Mr. Perfect.
Yeah. You are perfect.
And then,
You're fucking perfect, mate.
yeah, and then, but I was conscious of what other people thought. I was always like, image.
Yeah.
And then she gave me a
Did you
really
have
high
a
grade.
negative implication to be like in drama class?
Huh?
Like, was drama class like something that you could do without losing social status, or was it like a weird?
No, you'd lose social status
Yeah.
depending on
Yeah.
like what you did and how you did it. Even so that one of my presentations that I put together for our group, which was me and like 3 other guys, was really kind of artsy, and everyone else's was really like kiddie and dumb. And I was like, you guys are dumb. But because they did their presentations first and they were all dumb, and then mine was really artsy, I was like, fuck. I was like, I'm not going to stand up and do this. So by the end of the class, I was like shitting myself, because it's my turn to go next, and we were doing like positions of power and stuff. So I created like all the movement between and how you stand and stuff, and everyone else was doing like kiddie shit. And then, so when it got to the end of the class, it was like meant to be my turn, and we ran out of time.
Oh.
So I was like, fuck. So
Same
for the
here.
next 4 Thursdays,
Yeah.
I skipped school.
Jesus.
So I didn't have to do this in front of the whole class. Because I created something really...
Did you eventually have to do it?
No, because they moved on to the next thing. I was like, sweet.
Good. You didn't get a bad grade or anything?
No, because I was sick. Well, I wasn't sick. I was,
You were sick.
yeah.
Sick of art class.
That's how much I cared about image when I was really younger.
Hmm.
Kind of like, yeah.
I guess we
14.
all are like that a little bit.
Yeah.
Like some people too are.
Like I didn't date a girl because, like, you know, I actually liked her. I didn't go out with her as well at one point because I was like, yeah, she was like, I liked her. She was really nerdy and nice.
Yeah.
But then I was like, I should have gone out with her.
Huh.
And then I didn't because of like what everybody would think. But then, you know.
That sounds like a regret.
No, it's alright. I think I banged her in college.
Cool.
Made out? No, I didn't. Well, I don't know. What
Yeah,
I did.
it's like
But yeah. I hooked up with her in college
That's
when I was older.
that's
Yeah, party.
you got payback time.
Huh?
You got some payback time.
Well, she used to like come to my house like every year
Mhm.
and deliver Valentine's cards
That's
and run
okay.
away for like 5 years.
I had a friend that did that.
But there was like
And that's how
I
we go,
had like
boys.
2 girls that used to do that to me.
Yeah.
Like just drop in Valentine's cards at my house,
Die Sukas.
and then she was one of them.
I had a friend that did that. Like he
Basilius.
had this massive crush on a girl that he just met like 2 weeks before. And by Christmas Day, he takes a bus 60 kilometers to her house. Well, not 60, maybe 50. Doesn't matter. It's long, like 30 miles. To her house, middle of nowhere, to leave a Christmas card and like a lollipop or something like some candy. And he knows where she lives because he finds out from someone else. So he goes this Sunday 8 a.m. Everyone's fucking sleeping. He was like maybe 19, the girl was 18. He leaves the candy with the Christmas card on the mailbox, but because it was like how do you call it? Like when you're in jail, the
Yeah, the bars.
bars, yeah, like they're like the house is barred from the outside,
Yeah.
and so you have to go your hand through the bars to the mailbox.
And
He
got his
gets
hands
stuck, like his hands get stuck or something, and he starts making noise. And the girl's father wakes up and sees him. He just panics and runs away. But then he comes back, and the father was still outside. And he's like, "Who the fuck are you?" And the guy's like, "I'm a friend of her." And they wake her up, and they have, like, the guy was like, it was fucking weird. Like this girl,
Yeah.
like, know me for 2 weeks, and I'm there having.
You're there.
No,
No, it's just,
like
yeah.
he says, I'm there having breakfast because her father saw me leaving a Christmas card and thought I was a friend of her. So I get invited to the house, getting breakfast. The girl wakes up and she's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. Dude, like,
weird.
me and this mate fancied this girl.
Yeah.
He probably didn't know I fancied her, but he fancied her. Anyway, so we went around her house, right? And she was asleep. It was after like a party. She went home. We don't know why we were in the house. We thought it was a fucking great idea to get her attention by throwing stones at her window. We didn't know which one was her window, but fuck me, apparently it was really loud and scary on the inside, and we smashed the window. Right?
Oh, you actually smashed
Yeah, we
the
smashed the window.
Holy fuck,
We picked
choose
them
your
back.
stone size,
Yeah,
man.
well, the thing is, it's like,
You had good intentions.
yeah, good intentions, but we were throwing them at quite a distance.
We were
as well.
throwing spark plugs, man.
And then we smashed the window, and then the guy comes out, the father, and I, you know, this is when my acting career came in, because I was like 15, whatever, 14, you know, fancied this girl, and then, and so I hid under, like the dad's car, right? And then, but his dad's car's down like a one-way fucking alley, and then so he comes down, and I figure I've got a great idea to get out of this. I'll come out from under the car and act drunk.
Act drunk.
Yeah, so I come out under the car and I act drunk, and I'm just like, and so when he goes back and talks to this girl, he's like, and one of those little kids that was, he's only 14, he was wasted. Then I ended up dating her later. He
Yeah.
didn't like me that much.
Mm.
The drunk kid that breaks windows?
Yeah, the drunk kid that breaks windows at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Not great.
It's a little bit of a James Dean kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah,
You're
but
a rebel without a cause.
I don't know why I
You need a
decided
red
to
leather
act
jacket
drunk.
to go with
It
it.
was a really dumb idea. I could have just got up and been like, sorry.
Yeah.
I just,
Fucked
you
up.
know, your daughter gives
You
me the
was
horn. Yeah. And I just came out and acted, and I was really good at acting drunk. He believed it. That's when you had an acting career as a drunk.
So you already knew how it was to act drunk, to be drunk
Yeah.
at 14. Oh, what is this? Like Naked Boy's house?
Huh?
It's Naked Boy's house.
They were swimming.
It was fucking cold. The water was freezing.
I mean, yeah, it's Stockholm. It's like 10-15 degrees water.
Yeah.
But I've had girls do it the other way, do crazy stuff. I had one girl walk 4.5 hours to my house
Why?
because she wanted
The D.
the D. It would have been fine, but unfortunately it was my best mate's girlfriend. So that wasn't ideal.
No. Yeah.